Alright, doing a review of my Rammatra gameplay. The last one I did was Diamond 4. I'm already back up to Diamond 1. I think I've played like 6 hours of Rammatra. So I started the season Diamond 5 after Decay. And so I went Diamond 5, Diamond 4, and then hopped up to Diamond 1 after this game. So I feel like I've already improved the Rammatra a lot since even a couple hours ago. Just the practice is super helpful. It's less about the muscle memory because I practice that in quick play. It's more about the decision making. So we're gonna watch me playing this on push. I'm playing against the enemy Orisa, and just kind of gonna walk you through my decision-making process here. So first I check it out. Okay, I see that there's a Pharah. There's not really much I can do about her unless she gets vulnerable. I put shield down to give me a little bit of space. So my perspective here is I really want to get in here and then force the Orisa back, right? But I can't walk up like this, and because Orisa will beat me head on when she has her cooldowns. So my perspective is I just want to keep poking the Orisa as much as I can. So I actually make a mistake here. I think I shoot the backline too much. I think I should just shot the Orisa, and I readjust, I think, after this. Yeah, now I'm just like, you know what? The Orisa's really overextended. Like, I'm just gonna focus the Orisa. She gets super low. She pops Fortify to keep herself alive. I use the rest of Nemesis to just do some damage. I realize everyone's targeting me, so I block, which is what I was better at doing that now than I was previously, where I would just take too much damage here. So I just chill for a second. Use the rest of Nemesis just to get some more hits in. Shield, right? Again, very conscious with the vortex placement. I honestly should have thrown it even more to the right, but I want to deny her the ability because she clearly wants to play on this side for whatever reason. I don't know exactly what my lineup is, but I presume, like, I don't have time to look behind me. I presume that positioning my DPS is such that she wanted to play this side. So as soon as I throw the vortex, again, I didn't know where they were, but I was just like kind of guessing. Forcing her to the right is probably what she doesn't want to do. And that's so critical for Vortex. I think really a strong distinguishing factor for better Rammatra players is using Vortex not as damage, but to force enemies to go where they don't want to go. I've even tossed Vortex at snipers just to force them to move away. It's very, very effective. It has a long cooldown, but you have to be very careful. So I forced her out. Again, I'm thinking, hey, she's extended here. I'm going to pause for a second while I wait for spin. I get at her side angle. Right, she's flanked. She did a ton of damage. Got her super low. I want to go for the Nemesis finish, but you see I'm saving it because it's like your damage per second is actually higher with staff, which I think a lot of people don't realize. It's 100 DPS with staff, and then it's only 80 with in Nemesis form. So against small targets, like you're gonna miss a lot of the staff. So you know then obviously Nemesis is gonna give you more effective DPS. But against tanks, I basically don't miss, especially at close range. So I'm gonna get the full DPS from staff, plus I can get headshots with staff. So now I pop Nemesis to give myself the extra health so I can just kind of fight her face to face. She's isolated from her team, right? Very clearly, right? This is what's so important, is understanding as tanks how to win in neutral. Okay? No ultimates, like nothing fancy here. My teammates didn't get picked, right? Just regular 5-on-5. Again, force her out of position. She doesn't want to be playing here. I force spin as a cooldown, get her low, right? She pops Fortify here to stay alive, right? She javelins me, which is great. I pop up Nemesis. But she's used all her cooldowns now, right? So I just aggress on her, and like now what's she gonna do? She has no spin and she has no fortify, right? Get her super low. I want to go for the kill. She gets a good javelin, and then finally get it. You know, that's the way you overwhelm them, right? Just keep burning out the cooldowns with smart positioning, forcing them to go where they don't go, and obviously good aim. Not that that was super relevant here, but it will be on a lot of heroes to just continually keep the pressure up. I just think because Blizzard said that, you know, Rammatra's like the first like quote unquote like tempo hero, and you really feel it. It really is a well-designed hero. I did this Vortex to try to catch the Pharah, which I did, yeah, and hopefully get a kill. And sometimes it's like you'll go for a play and you can't get the kill, but that's okay because you put someone in a position where DPS can get a kill, right? Forcing her to the ground gave my DPS a chance to get a kill right here. See, like the soldier could have killed this Pharah right now. He's just not targeting her, and he's going for the backline instead. The Mercy didn't get that low. But stuff like that, like yeah, it's okay. Sometimes you'll make a you make a play, but your teams can't convert it. It's okay, right? But the key thing is to be doing that all the time to give your DPS more and more chances to get kills. I see the Pharah's ground bound right now. I don't know if she has jump or not, but for some reason she's not doing it. I recognize she's overextended, so I try to kill with Nemesis. Now I back up here. Okay, I don't want to play in the open. I understand the Pharah is flanking, right? I just want to chill. And this is something again that I've gotten a lot better at Rammatra is not pushing the pace when I don't have my team isn't ready to do it. So it's a good call I pulled back because the Pharah is ulting here. I try to kill her staff. Team's already got it. And again, like, you know, it's very obvious the flank that she was at. My pressure kept her low, and now she dies really, really quickly because of this. I shielded because I didn't know how long that ulti was going to last. Like, I didn't know if they would have pushed it to us, but obviously they didn't. Right? Now I recognize, hey, we got advantage. She tries to javelin me. I don't know what this plan was. I Nemesis just to get the kill. And then I see that I've lost one, or lost two here, right? I lost 2 DPS, but I want to keep the cart moving, right? And Cassidy and Mercy are like not, it's like kind of weird because like I don't really do enough damage here that theoretically I should really kill. Like the Mercy should be able to juggle me for a while. So I go in with Nemesis, and I really want to get this kill here to be able to keep the cart moving. And I'm okay trading ulti here, especially with how well I'm doing a tank. So you see that armor cancel, or Nemesis form cancel, it's very quick. I hope I do it, otherwise I'll look very silly for slowing this down. Yep, Nemesis cancel, right? I'm at 430, and I pop it right back to get the full health again. Realistically, I didn't really need to do it because I was already barely lost any damage as it is, right? I recognize it's like, okay, this is his last moment. He knows he's one punch away, so I block, and I kill him. I don't know that he would have killed me anyway, but I certainly didn't want to take the damage. I'm actually curious how close I was to dying. Yeah, I wouldn't have died anyway. I would have been left with like 200 health. But either way, you know. So I was like, hoped if I caught the Mercy in it at the forward edge, I might have been able to kill her. I miss it, so it's fine. Right? I see the Mercy's coming back for the res, which I also want to deny. She also was clearly going for this res. Right? And again, I don't want to give it this corner. There's no reason for me to go back to cart, right? Stay at the corner. I'm really good at poking. Rammatra is really, really good at poking. So there's no reason for me to give it the corner. I see the Mercy coming in. She's like, and then she immediately thinks better of it. So denying that res is also big, you know? It just prevents them from getting any momentum. I could have killed her with better aim. So when you see this attack, I should have clung to the inside left edge of the door, and I would have killed her. After that happened, I was like, oh, man. I should have gotten that kill. And that would have been big if I got the kill. Alright, I popped Nemesis mostly just to keep the Orisa back. She's making a mistake now, which is not pushing into me when she has Fortify up. Alright, I Vortex the team off, which is really important, right? Because I can't really do anything at the Orisa. You know, she's full health, she's got lots of cooldowns. I just want to slow the team down and prevent the team from helping. Again, playing up here. I'm nervous about sleep, so I don't want to get caught too far out. They've popped Nano now, so now I just accept death, which is exactly what I want, right? Dying here is okay, because my team is like not really... Well, I guess might actually could have lived here. Well, I got trapped anyway. Yeah, I really should have tried to live here, but there's not much I could have done after I got trapped. Plus Nano. One thing to keep in mind for Colosseo, Colosseo is a U. Alright, it's like a box-shaped U. So it goes all the way like this, which means the fastest route to get to the enemy spawn is to go through the center. I think a lot of players know this already, but it's very important when you're trying to get back quickly. Also note that I Nemesis out of spawn basically every single time, even at the beginning of the game, because I figure I don't need Nemesis right off the bat, and getting there quickly is really important to get a good Vortex off. Because if you can get the enemy choked before they can, and you throw Vortex, you can just completely win a fight that way, even without killing anyone. So come up here, I recognize, I think it's a 4-on-5 situation. Right, so we have 4 up, we're down 1. I know we're not going to win this fight, it's all about push space. You know, I could like obviously wait with my last teammate that respawned and you know, and just like let the 3 in front of here die. But like, what's the point? You know, like they're gonna be up here that are clearly not retreating, so I might as well get as much space, force as many resources as I can right now. I don't want to use my own if at all possible. So Anna sleeps here and pings it. I hesitate because the 2 of us can't kill her anyway, and so I'm looking to see whether there's anybody else who's pushing my backline that I can kill. There isn't anybody, so I'm like, all right, you might as well get some damage in. Alright, Vortex, shield off. Right, now they start going in, which is unfortunate. And then again, I pop Nemesis, make sure I don't get knocked off. Just gonna block here, and I'm pretty much just kind of feeding my life away. It's fine. Like they forced what? Surge there. What do they use? Surge and Tire. You know, so they forced Surge and Tire to win a 5v4. That's not good, right? And we used just Window. I don't know that we even needed Window there, but sure. I come up, I spam. Ideally, if I could, I would stop the cart before here, so we would keep forward spawn, but there's just no way. Like, I understand there's no chance that I can stop that forward spawn. So I just chill, play the corner. Alright, constantly reloading, looking back to see what my team timing is. I recognize my team's ready. I Vortex behind the Soldier, which immediately cuts off the Soldier and the Mercy. Like, clearly Soldier does not want to be standing here. I think we all agree the Soldier does not want to be standing here. The backwards Vortex has forced him out of the way. I want to push into him with Nemesis, but my team is not quite ready yet. I kind of feel that based on like the fact that they're not taking any damage. Now I go for the Soldier. Orisa peels me, which is fine. I take the free damage on the Orisa. Orisa's getting super low. Again, it's just Mercy, right? It's hard for her to heal too. Orisa's super committed here. right? Get a free kill. You know, and like just basics like this, understanding like, hey, I have to wait because it's a 4-on-3 situation, or rather, or wait for my team to come up, then recognizing, okay, I have the advantage because it's 4-on-3, okay, working the Orisa down. Now I have the opportunity because I understand the Orisa's low. I want to chase her down, and then when she overextends, she's dead. Even if she ran forward, she still would have died. Either way, she was gonna die. I seriously doubt she could have lived here, either, regardless. All right, make sure they aim for the head. I shield off. Right away to, well, I take this shot first because I came up the side flying, but to make sure the Widow and Anna can't do anything. Widow's overextended. I saw her grapple forwards, which is a crazy play. Right, as soon as she lands, bam. I pop ulti here because I thought there was actually more on me than there was. This is actually a mistake. I did not need this, but I want to make sure to kill the Anna here. I chase her down. I vortex to slow her. I understand she's doing Ring Around the Rosie. So when I come up here, again, one thing to recognize is how quickly can I kill this Anna? Not that quickly, right? I have to not greed here. Very important to put up shield and play health. Like, play my life first. I don't want the Orisa to accidentally kill me here while I try to trade for this. Right, Orisa peels me. I see the Anna's low. I go to the right. I whiff here 4 times. It's unfortunate. Orisa obviously super overextended again, and she just dies. I could just shot her, but instinctually did the vortex. So again, car hop is really important to get up the stairs quickly. I understand the soldiers here on the left, so I want to poke them a little bit while I come up. And mostly now I want to focus on back. Right now I'm keeping both DPS and the Mercy back. So my team has plenty of time to get into the right spots and to keep moving the cart. Well, it would be nice if somebody was moving the cart. Yeah, it's a mistake for the supports to both be here, right? The Kiriko or the Baptiste should be playing on cart and letting the soldier poke. This is pretty silly. Anyway, constantly being annoying, right? I'm going for the Widow primarily because the Widow's much easier to hit because she's slow while she's scoped, and she's a much greater threat to one-shot someone. I recognize the soldier's overextended, right? I force him to go back. I'm slept here. Okay, he pops Visor. Great. That's fine. Right, he's nano-visored right now. I shield. And this, I think, is so frustrating as soldier. Okay, so let's kind of watch this play out. First, let's watch it play out live. Right, so obviously you can see that the Nano Visor does absolutely nothing. Right, so this is 2 ultimates, and I didn't even use an ultimate to stop this. Right, I immediately block. Right, I put up shield as soon as it's up. The reason why I hesitate, I don't think shield's not quite ready. Oh no, shield's ready. I'm slow. Right, then I vortex to prevent him from going anywhere. He doesn't have line of sight on anybody else. Again, like I'm basically, I mean, he could have gone to the left, but they both have cover, so it's not likely to get a kill. He tries to shoot me, which is a huge mistake. Right, now I Nemesis just to keep it back. Missing a couple punches. Right, get a kill. Great. I turn and I'm like, okay, cool. My team cleaned up everything else without me. But again, like stopping, like technically this is really just like kind of a one-on-one here. But stopping like Nano Visor here was big, you know? It's like they invested a lot into this soldier and the soldier couldn't get it done. Granted, it was like not a good time for Nano Visor, but man, I mean, that's their fault. I'm not gonna help them out, you know? Right, again, ball's just kind of messing around, not really doing anything. I don't think the ball was good at playing ball, probably. I think that it was kind of desperation because none of their tank picks were working. I think Orisa is a reasonably pick. It's at least even, I would say, for Orisa versus Sigma, but they just weren't getting it done on Orisa versus me. So you see again, I'm constantly poking at the Widow because really the only way we lose here is the Widow gets a pick. So I'm constantly poking at the Widow, right? I vortex right side to force her to reposition. Right, reload, take cover a second. I don't want to take too much damage here. I have Nemesis when I need it. I Nemesis, right, block. Go for the soldier. I also knew here, I was playing more aggressive than I normally would because I know I have ulti coming up. And with ulti, I can keep myself alive because I can get the armor refresh. Because remember, with ulti, you get the armor refresh, and then when you end ulti, you usually have Nemesis up again. So that you can pop ultimate once more, or Nemesis again, which gives you another 225 armor. It's really powerful. So I'm trying to evaluate here, can we actually win this fight? It is, I think, a huge mistake to throw away a lot of resources to push this last bit, because it's really hard. There's spawns right there. So you get a kill, unless you wipe everybody within 10 seconds, like they just constantly keep trickling out over and over again. It's like old 2 CP. And so I'm intentionally holding ulti here, because I'm not sure that we're going to be able to win this. And I don't want to greed here. So Cassidy dies, right? As soon as Cassidy dies, I've already kind of given up, like trying to win this fight. I'm mostly just trying to get space here. Again, if we get picks, then I would think about popping ulti, but otherwise I'm not gonna do it. I pop shield, but I'm like, hey, this is pretty much over. Once I see that, I just, you know what, I just give up. Okay, so again, come back again. Ideally, I want to stop early. I see the ball. I recognize the ball is flanked. Alright. Vortex, ball doesn't want to go that way. Great, fine. Shield. I'm trying to hold this corner, but once I say that the Cassidy has died, I realize I cannot hold this corner anymore. I need to leave. So I just Nemesis and just run away. Once Anna dies, I'm like, okay, cool, we've lost 2, right? The Widow's doing a lot of work. The Widow switch is working really, really strong now. I don't know if it was a switch or not, but she's hitting shots. So I'm waiting for my teammates to spawn. I understand the Widow's a really good sight line over here. I cannot let the Widow play that sight line. So Vortex, this Widow tries to run away, and again, I just straight up kill her. Right? Even for the head plus Vortex, kills her really fast. Like you saw how quickly she gets melted here by Vortex plus headshots. Just really do not underestimate how much damage the staff does. Drop low ground because I have plenty of health and I'm not nervous at all. Soldier gets nanoed, that's fine. I go for Anna. Anna killed. Alright, Soldier's still visored. I'm like, wait, what? And I realized the Soldiers actually killed too many, and so I just need to die here. So I'm surprised that we lost the fight because I killed the Widow instantly, but you know, it kind of is what it is. I want to drop and contest this before the point. They unfortunately get it on time. I don't think I realized that. Again, my sound's still messed up, so I can't hear the point calls. They're slowed. I don't want to peek quite yet because the pocketed soldier will wreck me. Now that I recognize my team's here, I try to go for the mercy kill. I miss. Ugh, that was bad. Alright, soldier dies. Mostly wasn't me. My DPS did most of the work that fight. Ball's here. Again, ignoring the ball, just going for the soldier. Oh, these misses are brutal. This is a bad stretch for me. My normal pummel accuracy, by the way, is like something between 70 to 80% for the game, for the record. So missing like 3-4 in a row like that is pretty bad. Alright, so I check again. You see like the backwards look to check my team position. I shield, right, to prevent the hit scan of the Widow. That blocks both angles, both the first one and the second one, to make sure that they don't get any kills. Very, very important shield usage. I see Genji's got in. He's bladed. I'm aggroing in right now. I get the Ana low. I pummel, or rather, oh, that was a guess, by the way, that she'd be there. Kill the Ana. I want to come back. I throw Vortex, which pulls Mercy down unnecessary. And then the Widow gets a kill here, which is actually pretty big. So now it's going to be 4 and 5 for the next fight. Again, they have much closer spawns. That's why I'm calling it out as 4v5. Genji gets another kill. Alright, now we're pushing up main. You see that they've swapped from Ball to Winston. I recognize that. I'm like, okay, cool. I wall off. I just want to do damage to the ball. Or to the Winston, rather. I throw down this Vortex, which prevents him from jumping. So you notice I didn't throw Vortex right away. I wait all the way, like a few seconds, for him to get super low. Alright, I get super low. I almost messed up here. Keep myself alive. I see that she's popping res. I can't stop it, but I understand that she's low enough that if I pop ulti, she's going to die from the ulti. Right? I'm just forcing the team back right now. Again, I get low, punch, kill, and this is pretty much over. Right? I just got another monkey. Okay, cool. Hopefully this is helpful for people who are playing Rammatra and just understanding like the pace and tempo and the reads.